Then with five cars, we have the SpaceX float also coming down. I believe if you look down the street there, you'll be able to see it. Beautiful, beautiful float coming down there. Then we also have the Nordica Bank. Nordica Bank is a bank, I believe, centralized in California, and national banking service competing with Statesman. Their float is coming down with, I believe, the money wand at the top. Donovan organization, a corporate family owned by multiple individuals, the Donovan family float. Live on ATN 10, the Thanksgiving Parade, Donovan corporate family with multiple different companies, including the Infinita Media Group, which owns TMZ, who also has a float coming up next. Thank you for joining. Those on watching on ATN right now, and also visually on the curb, we have multiple floats. I believe 20, 15 15 floats have passed by Detroit today. We have more to come, including the TMZ and other California rodeos, Walmart, and other floats coming up next.
Oh, oh.
On ATN, welcome to the National Living Plus Thanksgiving Parade here in Detroit, Michigan. This event is sponsored currently by Living Plus. For future events, Living Plus will most likely put out a message to sponsor. If you want a float coming in our next national event or any event items coming in our national events, make sure to check all of our announcement channels and community channels for any announcements or any channels that you can post for a sponsored float or a sponsored event tent. Our next float here, speeding down the road, you can see an aircraft. That aircraft is now owned by American Airlines. The American Airlines float coming down with their commitment to low fares on aircraft tickets. Then after following the American Airlines float is the well-known TMZ float with a camera on top. TMZ is a national celebrity watch channel owned by the Donovan organization. Again, join us after this event for the National Thanksgiving Pardoning of the Turkey by Democratic National Committee Chairman Eric Conyers. Eric Conyers will be pardoning the turkey named Henry. Following the TMZ float, we have a fleet of floats down here. Following the TMZ float will be the Walmart float. Behind there is Vanderbilt daughter Penny, carrying the Walmart cart there. Then we also have the rodeo float of a known and long-lasting partner of Living Plus. and escorted by the California Highway Patrol is the California Float, sponsored by Governor Robert Donovan and also the Donovan organization. We have the California State Float here in the National Michigan Detroit Parade. Again, cleared by the California State Highway Patrol is the California Float, also with music. If you turn up your volume, you can hear the California music behind them. And then the last float right behind the California Float will be the Libertarian Party. The Libertarian Party is a national party competing with the Democratic Party and the Republican Party for advancements inside the United States. And for those watching on ATN or live on the curb, I thank you for joining us. This was the Living Plus National Thanksgiving Parade on the Woodward Street. This was all the floats that we had for today. Over 20 floats walked these streets today, and we really thank you for joining us. I invite you to walk down the street. I believe on the left of the street, if you walk all the way down of Woodward Street, you'll be able to find the Pardoning Turkey Restaurant. I believe, I'm not completely sure. For producers to give us the name here, Simon's, the Simon's Restaurant, all the way down the street, the next block, I believe it is. Next 2 blocks. Next block. Next 2 blocks, sorry. 1 block down and the block after that. So I invite everybody watching to make your way down over to the Simon's down the road, following the Libertarian Float. Make your way down to Simon's for the turkey pardoning by Democratic National Committee Chairman Eric Conyers. Detroit Living Plus and all the thanking partners of the American National Thanksgiving Parade, thanks you for joining us here. Over 70 people turned out for this event. And we also apologize for the canceling of all the bands that were here today. Hopefully we can invite you to another event here in Living Plus. Again, the Thanksgiving National Parade, Detroit, and the United States would like to thank you for joining us today, and along with Living Plus. Make your way down to Simon's for the turkey pardoning by Democratic National Committee Chairman Eric Conyers. Will be pardoning the turkey named Henry with an I. Take your seats. We now invite Eric Conyers to join us up on the stage.
Hear me, Michael? I think you guys can hear me. Let me. Alrighty. Gonna give you guys a couple more to come on in before we get started.
I'd just like to ask you guys to respond in-game chat or in chat right now if you can hear Eric Conyers. We're just working on some audio stuff right now.
Alrighty.
I'm
Michael,
gonna
can you hear
quickly
me?
drag you out and then drag you back in. That should solve the issue. Just join back as soon as I drag you out. Okay. For a
Can you hear
second
me?
time, I invite you, Democratic National Committee Chairman Eric Conyers.
Alrighty. Hello, can you hear me all right? I hope you guys can hear me. I'm glad to be here with each and every one of you all. We're going to go ahead and get started with, pardon me, our turkey that we have today that is named Henry. So I've just asked that for the ones who are in the back who are still coming in, come on in. We're going to get started right here and right now. I ask if there's any elected officials in Michigan to come and join me on stage, or any elected official who would like to join me as we prepare to pardon our turkey. Alrighty. Let me bring... Alrighty. Good afternoon, everyone. It's wonderful to be here with all of you today as we gather for one of my favorite traditions, the Thanksgiving turkey party. Now today is about more than just sparing a turkey. It's about coming together as a community to reflect on gratitude, kindness, and things that truly matter. But first, let's talk about our guest of honor, Henry. Henry has a quite journey to get here. And I'm happy to report that his journey doesn't end at anyone's dinner table tonight. Today, Henry gets a second chance. He officially pardoned and will spend the rest of his days roaming free, living his best turkey life. This time of the year reminds us of how important it is to show gratitude, to appreciate the little things. A warm meal, times with family, when we take care of our loved ones, and to strengthen our communities. It's also a reminder to all of us around this country that we're stronger when we take care of each other, when we lend a hand to those in need, and we give thanks for the blessings we share. Now, as we head into the holiday season, I encourage all of us to keep the spirit alive, not just today, but every day. Let's be grateful, let's be generous, and let's continue building a future where everyone has a seat at the table. So, Henry, congratulations, you're officially off the hook. And to everyone here, thank you for joining us. Have a safe, joyful, and happy Thanksgiving. May your holiday be filled with love, laughter, and a little extra gravy. Thank you, and God bless.
And that was Democratic National Committee Chairman and former Governor of the state of Michigan, Eric Conyers.
Everyone joining us. This has been an eventful evening. Apologies if things were a little bit uh, lackluster, to say the least. This was a very hard test of the game, and all of you joining, 106 people who joined the game at max, have given us clarity on some of the optimization needs that we can take. But the good news is that all of the lag was just network lag, which is manageable. We've curtailed any lag when it comes to FPS. So that's a good accomplishment, but for tonight, after tonight, we're definitely going to be doing more testing and doing more bug fixes on any of the scripts so that we can, again, curtail any memory leaks that may ramp up memory usage. But thank you. Enjoy the night. You guys can continue conversating with each other in game. As for now, the stage is going to end, but I leave you with this one message. I am still faithful in the feasibility of this community, and we're not going to give up until we deliver it across the finish line. So thank you. I hope you all have a good night. God bless you, and happy Thanksgiving.